Computer. Perfect. Okay. All right, coming to the mat and closing down the eyes. Feeling the feet on the ground. They're going to be supporting you throughout this practice today. We're going to take a moment to connect with our breath and drop into the dance space. So breathing in, nice and deep, filling the belly with breath, allowing it to fill up like a balloon. And as you exhale, think about wrapping the waist, deepening the abdominals, pushing that breath out. Again, inhale in. And exhale. Inhale. And allow the next exhale out through the mouth. And one more like this, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Inhale, open those eyes, bring the arms up above the head. And allow yourself just to melt into this next movement. So gently warming up the body. Now bringing it across the body. Allowing everything to feel nice and gentle and soft, especially if this is the first movements you've done today. And now we're going to drop the head to the shoulder, popping the opposite foot, coming through tippy toes and to the other side. So allowing yourself to warm up those ankles, feet, neck. Feet come together, interlace those hands, tucking the pelvis, and let's come up into a balance. Taking a stretch over to the side. Through center, to the other side. And coming down. We're going to take 3 spinal rolls into flat back, forward fold, then flat back. So tucking the chin to chest, rolling through the spine. Coming down to a forward fold with bent knees. As you inhale, looking forwards, flattening the back. And coming back to that forward fold, bend the knees and stack the pelvis as you roll up through the spine. Take 2 more. Exhale down. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, rolling up. And the next one, we're going to take the forward fold. You come down with straight legs or bent, shaking the head yeses and nos. We're going to walk our hands out to a downward dog. And adjust with the feet as well. And just pedal through the feet. And stationary. So we're going to go roll through to plank. Now if plank is too hard in your practice, you can drop the knees and focus on breathing in through the ribs. And as you exhale, pulling in the lower belly, wrapping the waist, and then coming back to downward dog. Then if plank is in your practice, join me in plank. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, back to downward dog. And one more time, rolling through plank or coming down onto the knees if you need. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down, come back to a child's pose. Bring the hands over to the right side. Bring the weight back onto your left heel now. Take a breath in, expanding through the upper back and the side body. And out. One more breath in. And out. Bring the hands through center, over to the opposite side. 2 nice big breaths in and out. Coming back to center and allowing yourself to come down onto your back. Our legs are bent, hip distance apart. And just take a moment to roll your pelvis forwards and back. And once you've done 3, allow your pelvis to fall into a neutral position. So hip bones and pubic bones should be in line. And we're going to go through a few Pilates movements here. So we'll start with the imprinting. So as we inhale in neutral, the exhale, we think about drawing our pelvic floor up and in, deepening those abdominals as our pelvis rolls back and flattening our spine against the mat. And inhale back to neutral. So we'll do 2 more of those. But think of that exhale, drawing those abdominals in and back. Trying to keep the glutes nice and relaxed. On the next one, we'll go through that imprint and rolling our spine up into a bridge. And rolling back down, going through each upper, middle, and lower back to neutral. Take 2 more like this. Last one. And one more time, taking both arms up above the head and leaving them there as we roll down through the spine. Bring the hands down behind the head. Elbows are in our peripheral. We're going to take 4 chest lifts. So we think about tucking the chin a little into the chest and lifting the chest up and down. 3 more. So we exhale and lift the chest. Inhale, come down. Last one. Moving on to a cross oblique. So exhale, lift the chest. And then we go over to the right side, twisting the torso, back through the center with the chest lift, and over to the left. Going back through center, so rotating the torso over to the opposite knee. And left. Center, so 1 more on each side. Coming through center, rolling down, hugging the knees into chest. Okay, coming back onto a tabletop. And just allow your spine to move as it wants to move. So take some undulations of the spine. Moving into circles. And go 3 in each direction. I take some snaky S side bodies. Everything should just feel really good for you. All right, coming to a stationary tabletop. I'm going to go through those shoulder, scapular, we call them push-ups. So hands are below the shoulders, arms are straight. And we want to think about Bringing our shoulder blades together, which is going to drop the chest. And then push the ground away to expand the shoulder blades. While doing this, we're wanting to keep our pelvis nice and still. So we don't want any dips in the back. This is all just shoulder conditioning. So down and up, down and up. 2 more. And now let's take it to 3 circles, going front to back, keeping those arms straight. And now 3 back to front. Cool. Just coming back onto your heels. Shake those wrists out. Let's do some push-ups. I know last week there was a few comments of like, my arms feel weak. Let's strengthen them. So let's go wide arms. So they're going to come out to the side. Bring the weight forwards. And we're going to go down and up. 2, 3, 4. Let's go for 6, 5, 6. And the next one coming all the way down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulder blades. Keeping the legs together. Think of energy through the legs, pointing to the wall behind you. We're going to roll the shoulders back and lift from the crown of the head and our upper back only to where our crop tops are. Think about pulling the belly towards the spine and coming down. 2 more times. Keep thinking about pulling the belly towards the spine, supporting the lower back. 1 more time. Bring one arm out in front and the other. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Take a little shake. Alright, coming. Take a little spine stretch here. And let's warm up our arms and shoulders and head. So let's start with the head. So we're going to look side, 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 side. And go up and down. Take 3 circles in each direction. Other way. And last one. Take a little stretch. You bring your opposite hand behind your back. And other side. Releasing, making fists with our wrists. And we're going to rotate our wrists in one direction. And we're going to rotate our arms and keeping them nice and straight. So we're also not only warming up our wrists, but we're also opening up our shoulders. And go 3 in each direction. The last one. And now opposite way. So whichever way you're rotating before, go the opposite. And now we're coming down now. And this should be the last one. Cool. Take those arms out. Alright, tucking the toes. Come to a squat. Forward fold. And roll out. We're going to move into our side tilts, and it's very relevant for today's class because we're going to be doing figure of 8 in the chest and the hips. So having a nice wide stance, your pelvis is a little bit tucked or neutral, bringing one arm up, and you can bring your opposite arm to your upper ribs. So you want to think about with this hand, but actually with your muscles, pushing that chest to the opposite direction into a tilt. So let's take a little pulse there. So think tilting the chest to the side and up. Making sure that pelvis is also staying still. So bringing both arms up. Take a little bit more of a squeeze in that contracted side. And coming around. Other side. So you can kind of think about pushing that hand is helping push the chest into this side tilt. One more. Holding both arms up. Alright, coming through. Let's get into some leg lunges. Alright, start at the left. Pelvis is tucked. Let's go for 6. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come through center. 6 in the center. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now other direction and leg in front. So 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time through center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a forward fold. And then stretch over to the right side. And now go over to the other side. Alright, coming down to the ground again. So we're going to do those single glute squeezes. This is going to start conditioning you for later courses where I start using the glutes to make sharp movements. We're not going to do that in this 4 weeks, but it's good to start getting those glutes familiar with contraction. Alright, so one leg in front, one leg behind. And think about squeezing that glute, but try not to let the hip move it forward, because that's the hip flexor getting involved. So just think of that glute squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, other side. Go, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. One more. Release. Alright. Moving into those belly rolls. Let me take my top off. So last week we worked on the belly roll going up to down. We're going to go do both. So we're going to do up to down and down to up. So you can bring one hand to your upper abdominals, one hand to your lower, and you can keep your hands on this for the duration so it can help just get the brain to send those messages a little bit stronger. So remember, when we go up to down, our upper abs go out, and then our lower abs. Everything's out. Upper come in, lower in. So think out, out, in, out, out, in. Smooth it out. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Trying to keep that chest nice and lifted. One more. All right, let's go the opposite way. So now we want to think about our lower abs going in and our upper abs go in. Then the lower goes out, upper out. So lower in, upper in. Lower out, upper out. Lower in, upper in, lower out, upper out, smooth it out. This is a great one to practice when you're just doing random things like watching TV, in bed, at red lights and traffic. Don't do this while driving. It's distracting. All right, one more. Cool. All right, take a little forward fold. If you have a yoga block, one thing we're going to do, because a lot of the movements we're doing at the moment are very oblique focused, so this is going to really help. If you have a yoga block, you're going to stand 1 foot on the yoga block. Have that knee bent, and you'll bring your hands to your hips. So in this position, one knee bent, one on the ground, you should feel like your oblique is lengthened. Now we're going to take the weight into our block leg and think about hiking that hip up. And now bring that foot down to the ground. So you want to drive that movement with your oblique, not the leg. Up, down, up, down. You can really, and even bring a hand to this part of your body here, and you'll be able to feel the obliques switching on. So they're going to draw up, they're going to lengthen. Let's go other side. Alright, make sure that knee's bent. So drawing the oblique up, lifting that hip up, bringing it down, up, down. Also a little bit of a balance. Down, up, down. This is another really great one to practice if you want to start really making that connection with your obliques. One more. Alright, cool. Great. Take a little forward fold. Alright, time to put the block and mats away. And if you have a hip scarf or a belt, pop that on. Can I also get a thumbs up if the music is loud enough? Music loud enough? Perfect. You can hear me all right, great. All right. Oh. So today the focus, so last week we did the Maya, which was the up to down, figure of 8. So this week we're going to do the reverse. So it's called a tuxedo, and it goes down to up. So you're making the infinity shape with your, we're going to use hips and chest today, and it's going to be going down to up, down to up. So before we get started, just a really quick recap on dance posture, because it's really important, especially when doing these sort of hip movements. It will just help stabilize the back. So I like my feet under my hips. If you want them a little bit close, you can. We don't want them wider than our hips. Knees have a nice bend to them. So you want to feel really grounded in this position. So then you can do all this beautiful, crazy stuff on top. Pelvis is in neutral. So if you want to find your triangle position, put the hands over your hip bone or pubic bone, and that should be in line. So we don't want too much tuck. We don't want the swaying at the back. We want to have it nice and in line. And you can find just like a really slight lift in the chest. So let's start with one hip at a time to create that down to up shape. For this section, I'm happy for you to pop a foot, because that can help just sort of create that movement pattern, but we do actually train this with flat feet. You can bring your hands to your hips. So let's just do this side hip first. So you want to think about dropping that hip. Feel that length through the oblique, and you'll find there's going to be a deeper bend in the knees. And then you want to bring it out to the side. So we're going down, out. And this is where I'm letting you bring your foot onto the ball of the foot to help hike it back in. So let's just do one side first. So drop it down, out, up to neutral. Down, out, up, neutral. Down, out, up, neutral. If you want to bring your arms out, you can, or you're happy to leave them there. Let's go one more on this side, and now let's go to the other side. So drop, out. You can bring your foot up to help hike that hip up, and neutral. Drop, out, up, neutral. Drop, out, up. One more time. All right, so that is separating on two sides. So we're going to make it into a continual shape, so that infinity symbol. So let's start dropping this side, out, up, and you'll find you're already up. This hip's already coming down. As you come down to this side, just drop that a little bit more. So think about scooping it down, out and up. Scoop, out, up. Scoop, out, up. Nice. Some people find this easier. There's people walk in two ways. They either walk with the hip going down up, or they walk with the hip going up to down. So some people find the tucks in easier than the mire, and some people find the mire easier than the tucks in. Me, naturally, it's the mire, so the up to down. Down. Bringing one foot onto the ball of its foot. And back to flat. Now the other foot, ball of the foot. Nice and slow. Flat feet. Can we take a step? So each hip, we're going to take a little step. Lift that foot. Step. Lift. So you're stepping just in the spot with the hip going up. Speed up. Sometimes it's easier going a little bit faster. At any time, if you need to bring your hands down to the hips, that's fine. And sometimes you can find that having that more attention and weight on the hips, the movement will come a little bit easier. One more time. Cool. All right, take a forward fold. And rolling up. We'll move on to circles of the hips. But before we do, does anyone have any questions about the tucking in the hips? You can unmute yourself if you like. If you have any questions. Everyone's okay to keep going? Beautiful. All right, so we're going to move into circles of the hips. There are a few different ways you can do circles of the hips. Some can be outside the body, which I think we're doing next week, the week after. The ones we're doing today we want to think about the circle coming in and rotating along our central axis of our body. So I feel like the easiest way to start this, bring your legs nice and wide, bend those knees, and just start circling the pelvis. Just feel that motion. Yeah. So feel like your pelvis is like scooping up some water, it's bringing it into the front, and then it's emptying it at the back. So imagining it's like a bowl. You bring your hands. I don't know about you, but I do enjoy dancing like this on a dance floor. It feels good. Let's go the other direction. So this is just a really nice way to start just understanding what this feeling feels like when you circle your pelvis like in towards your body. So everyone's feeling, yeah, everyone looks like this feels pretty good. So pause, bring the feet in, whole other game changer. So now we think about it a little bit more muscularly. So take first hip, so we're going to start with this hip, and we're going to think about pulling it up using our obliques, and then we're going to circle to the front. So we're really bringing that engagement into our lower abdominals, which is kind of creating a slight tuck. And then we're going to come circle it to the side. So now we've gone side, front, side. And then we're going to empty it out of the back, but with only a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So you want to think about still engaging in those lower abdominal muscles at the back. Shall we go? I might make some nerves this one. So let's start going right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. Smooth it out. Nice. Let's go the other direction. So we're going to go left, front, right, back. You can bring your hands down at any point you like. So left, front, right, back. Just getting the type of music. Do one more, and can we alternate? So let's go 2 clockwise, 2 anti-clockwise. So we'll go anti-clockwise first, going right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. Now go left, front, right, back. Now back anti-clockwise. Clockwise. Let's do that one more time. And then we're going to add the interior hip circle onto the tuxedo. Take a spinal roll, forward fold. So we're going to start building this combo, and we're going to start with 4 tuck-ins with the hips, and then 2 hip circles. So let's start with the arms down, and we're going to go tuck-in to the right and left, right transition, just shift your hips back to neutral and then start doing 2 anti-clockwise hip circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now let's start with the left hip and then we'll go clockwise. In 5, 6, 7, 8. Left and right. Left and right. Hips come back to neutral. 2 clockwise circles. Going left, right, right, back. Start on the right hip again. We'll do right, left one more time. 6, 7, 8. Right and left and right, left. 2 circles anti-clockwise. Pause. Going left and right, left, right, and hips go left, right, right, back. Cool. All right. Take forward fold. If you find you're getting any pressure on your lower back, try and, with the tuck seams, imagine, like the Myers, your hips are moving between 2 panes of glasses. That will help keep it in a neutral. And when you come back backwards into the hip circle, make sure you're not releasing in that lower back. Try and keep it just only slightly coming back. Grab a drink if you need. So we're now going to move on into undulations. So the undulations is both a spinal and front abdominal movement. And if you think of the movement, it's like an S shape. So our chest, our spine, our belly, our pelvis moves like an S. And like the belly rolls we did on the ground, we're going to be using the belly, but also using the spine to help it flow through. So let's start going up to down. Keep your hands here. So we're going to lift the chest, and as we drop it, we're going to roll down through the spine and allow us a little bit of a pelvic tilt to finish it. Again, going lift, drop. Nice and slow. Lift, drop. You can have your arms out. I'm going to fix this way so I can see you guys better. Up, roll, down. Again. Up, roll, down. Up, roll, down. Up, roll, down. Up, roll. All right, take a little shake out. And we're going to reverse it. So as we reverse it, we're going to take that tiny little bit of a tilt in the pelvis as we roll it up, and then the chest drop. So we've tilted the pelvis, we roll it up through the belly, our chest will drop, and then we lift the chest to finish it. So going the other way. All right, let's just wait for the music. Yeah, if you ever need to just like take a pause, because I do draw like quite long stints of time. So if you ever just need to take a little spinal shake out, feel be more than welcome to. All right, so let's go. Down, 2, up. Down, 2, up. Down, 2, up. Bring your arms out if you like. Down, 2, up, making sure the knees are bent. So fusion belly dance, we always have our knees bent. It allows for more stability and more freedom to access the movements. One more time. And so let's go up to down. Down to up. Up to down. Down to up. One more time. All right. So let's add down to up undulation after our circles. So we're going to go for figure eight, tuxedo, 2 circles, and we're going to undulate up. So let's do that a few times on both sides. Let's make some music. In 5, 6, starting with the right hip. Right, left, right, left. Anti-clockwise circles. Now we go down to up. Let's just roll it down for the moment. Starting the left, left, right, left, right. Clockwise interior hip circle. Roll it up, bring the arms up, and we'll just take a roll down. Do this 2 more times. So right, left, right, left, circle, circle, down to up, left side, last time, left, right, left, right, circle, circle, roll it up. Yeah. Is there any questions at all about those movements? Everyone's feeling okay?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I find it easy to roll like the other way, but not the way that you're trying to get me to do it.
Yeah, so are you finding one direction is easier?
Yeah, I can't train my brain to tell it to go the other way.
Yeah, this is so normal. So like as a child, I always would do down to up. I don't know, I just really liked down to up when I was little. And then when I first started fusion, I found up to down so challenging. So everyone will have a direction they feel more comfortable with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, yeah, it's kind of thinking. So I'm going up to down. So up, I'm going to lift my chest first. And that's going to trigger the downward motion. If I'm going opposite, so from the pelvis to the chest, I'm going to start with the pelvis. And the chest. Yeah, yeah. Which direction are you finding easier?
Oh, down to up.
Yeah, yeah. I think that is more.
Yeah, down, up to down. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
up to down. Yeah. Oh, your belly rolls look great.
I can do that, but the other way I can't do it.
It'll take practice, but what? Yeah, they look amazing. You've done this before. Did you?
Trick.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was, oh, look at me, I can do this.
Yeah.
But
some people really naturally can do it, and a lot of men can. And so, like, any time I'm on a dance floor and someone will see me, they're like, "Look at my belly rolls," and I'm just like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
I have to work so hard. So yeah, it is one of those things where it is just you know, as I said, it's like that. This stuff is the great stuff to do while you're cooking dinner and sitting on the couch and stuff, because it's quite low impact, and you'll get the muscles will start understanding what to do. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask something really quickly. I'm finding that I'm sticking my butt out all the time and it's making movements really hard. Do you have any tips for that?
Training the brain to be in neutral. You can always, if you want to actually bring a hand to your lower back, even for some of it, and almost try and think of like that is your reminder to not come out. So again, like spend some time like sort of figuring out like your neutral pelvis. So even if it's on the mat, standing up, you want your hip bones and your pubic bone to be in line, because otherwise, like you might naturally have what's it called, anterior tilt in the pelvis. Yeah. So it's just a little, and I know Cass has also got the anterior. Cass has it too. So it might just be good for you guys to just even when we're drilling all this side stuff, and especially the circles, just have a hand just on your lower back, just to try and like might help you remind. Also keeping the knees bent. I know I've had one of my students in another class. She just actually has to bend her knees and her pelvis naturally falls into neutral. So it's making sure, so if we have straight legs, we're more inclined to booty out, but bending the knees should help with that pelvis just to come into a neutral.
Thank you.
That's okay. The connection there. Shall we move on? Unless anyone else has any questions. And I'll just get you ladies to remute yourself. Thank you. So now we're going to actually move into the chest. So we're going to do the Sidewinder, which is that really classic fusion belly dance move with the arms and the chest. So I'll break it down, arms and chest. I'll pop the music back on. So when we're doing chest work as well, making sure you still maintain your dance posture. So then, you get used to training yourself to move in a way where you have stabilization in the lower part of your body. So let's start with the chest. So the chest is going to do that same down to up figure of 8. This is what our chest is doing. And like sometimes people find drawing it helps the shape implement in the brain. Cool. So the chest to prep, we're going to arc it. So remember when we were doing these guys? That's for this. So arc that chest. And now we're going to slide it down to the opposite side. And it's going to scoop up into the arc. Let's slide, scoop. And we're also trying to keep that head as stable as possible. Like there will be a little bit of movement because we are moving our spine, but what we don't want is the head to make the same shape. So down, up, down, up, and up, down. Okay, speed it up a little bit. Sometimes speeding it up, up, down, to, up, down, to, up. Bring the arms out. Keeping them nice and still. Nice. Yeah. Up. Also trying to keep those hips nice and still. So just the chest. Because you can actually layer the hips while doing this. Crazy. Alright, let's do 2 more on each side. Down to up. Down to up. Alright, let's do these arms. So let's just do one arm first. So the Sidewinder arms are arms that work in opposition, kind of like the snake arms, but a little bit different. So let's start with one arm first, bringing it up to about your eye line, and then you're going to bring it in a little bit, and then you're going to think about like pushing that palm away, and it comes back to its neutral. Beautiful. So up to the periphery, in, and push it away. Let's do that one more time. Up, in, out. Other side. 7, 8. Up, in, push it away. So I kind of think of like up, comes in, pushes away. One more time. Up, in, push away. Both arms. So remember like the snake arm we did last week, one went up, one went down. So it's kind of the same thing, except one's going to start here and the other one's going to start here. So as we push this away, the other one's going to come up. And just as we almost straighten our arm, that's going to start coming in. Push. In. Push. In. So we're trying to work with like quite almost, this arm's almost straight, so it's a gentle bend. And this one almost straightens before this one comes in. So we want to think really long lines. Let's do that one more time. Alright. Check it out. Give yourself a little hug. So let's add that with the chest. So I feel like the easiest way to think about what hand and direction is the chest going is that I'm pushing my chest away. So if you always think of like push the chest away, you won't get confused of where the arm's going. So let's start. Alright, so let's arc that chest. We're going to push it away. And see how I'm really coming into this like long line. And as I arc up, I want to push that other chest away. Yeah. Down to up with the chest. Down to up. Down to up. Let's do it 2 more times. And we're going to add this on. Okay, take a little spinal roll. So, tuxing, 4. 2 hip circles, roll it up. And we're going to go into 4 of these. And then we're going to undulate down. So let's add that on. 3, 4, 5, 6, nice and slow. Left hip, right, left, anti-clockwise. And you can bring your hands out and then down to up. 4 of these. That's a 4. Bring your chest up to the front. So we're just going to take a little quarter chest circle and take a little drop in the chest to then come back up to roll down. Yeah, cool. Let's go left side. So we'll start with our hands on our hips and then we roll up like a bird. Float them up. All right, left side. 6, 7, 8. Left, right, left, right. Now clockwise. All right, roll it up. Now we're going to prep to the right. We go down to the left. Now little quarter chest circle, drop, lift, roll, down. Let's do that one more time on each side. In 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left, anti-clockwise 2 times. Roll it up. Right. Think down to up. Down to up. Down to up. Chest circle. Drop. Lift. Roll down. Let's go left side. Left. Right. Left, right, clockwise. Roll it up. We just did left, so go to the left. Right, left, right. Quarter circle, drop, lift, roll down. Go, take a little forward fold. So the last thing we're going to do is arm pattern. Grab a drink. And the arm pattern will be the last bit of the combo. So we can easily just put it on the end. So the arm, it's kind of quite a snaky one. So the arms have come down, and we want to think about crossing them in front of our chest, out, and then above the head. Let's do that again. And I don't mind which arms in front you cross either. So scoop down, cross in front of the chest, cross above the head, yeah. And then we're going to take a cobra strike. So from here, bring the palms of the hands together, and you're going to bring those elbows back. So I've gone forward. Again. Snaky thing. Up. Strike. Let's take one arm down, so allow it to just come down into this S shape. And then the arms are going to come back up to second. So from here, we go down to this S shape, and then open. Up. Cool, let's try the other arm now. So same, snake, strike, other arm comes down now, into this S, and really like lead with those elbows as you come out to second. Let's do that side again. Strike. Lead with those elbows. Go. Let's do once more on each side. So we're going to do that opposite hand this time. strike, out. Looking nice. And then let's do the opposite arm. Strike, out. Beautiful. Cool. So let's add that on. And that will complete the combo. So let's go starting with the right hip. Take a little spinal stuff if you need. 6, 7, starting right hip. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Anti-clockwise. Roll it up. Slide to the right. Coming up center, take a little drop. Lift, roll down at the arm. So we're going right, strike, open. And down, starting with the left. 6, 7, 8. Clockwise. Down to up, slide. Up, good drop. Lift, roll down, left arm, strike, left. Up, and put the arms down. So let's actually put maybe a little bit more upbeat piece of music on, and we'll just go right, left. And that will be the combo. All right. Let's go for this one. Oh. We'll wait for the beat. So we're going to start with the rise. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right and left. Right and left. Circles. 1, 2. Roll it up. Slide. Last one. Front, little drop. Lift, roll down. And strike. Right arm comes down. Float it down to the left. Right. Left. And right. Clockwise circles. 1, 2. Undulate down up. Coming forward, drop. Lift, roll down. Make the hands up. Back to the right side. Right and left. Right, left. Anti-clockwise circles. Roll it up. Down, up, roll, down. And left. Roll it up. So now, any shape that we've made today, just play with it. Might be the circle, might be the septum, maybe it's the chest, and just allow yourself to have fun with the movements and the music. Cool. Beautiful. Yes. Take a forward fold. Cool. All right, it is. How's it 11 past? Grab your mats and we'll cool down. Cool. We'll actually start standing. Get into. Alright, so let's start standing, nice wide legs, and we're going to roll through the spine. So coming through a flat back, and then rolling up. Coming through a flat spine, rolling up. Now coming down to a squat, and dropping a shoulder. And the other side. Pull forward folds. Bring the hands over to one side and the weight comes back onto the opposite heel while keeping both feet on the ground. This will help stretch out that lower, the QL, lower side back muscles. Coming through center and to the other side. there. Coming into a squat. If this feels good for you, or come down to a butterfly. We'll meet there. Ground and butterfly. Take a forward fold. And bringing one foot up. Move the other. Take a twist, so lengthening through the spine and the crown of the head before you twist. And coming back around, swapping those feet over. Dropping the foot down, coming into a twist. Alright, and coming through a tabletop into a downward dog. And just pedal through the feet. Taking the right leg through, dropping the knee, coming up into a lunge. Both hands down, tuck the back toe. I'm going to straighten both the legs. And back to downward dog. Pedal through. And now the left leg comes through. Dropping that back knee. Coming up. Take a little stretch to the side. Coming down. Tuck the back toe. And straighten both legs. And bring it back. Take a pedal. Dropping the knees to the mat. Just coming into a nice wide leg child's pose. And in this position, allow your back muscles, your glutes, and your flexors to really relax. We're going to take 3 breaths in and out. First 2 through the nose, the last through the mouth. The last breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And rolling up through the spine, just in your position. Amazing.